okay. I was just here to update stream. I'm going to be called soon, but I'll commentate in the meantime. We have ToasT and MTG. What? As I'm talking, I get called. Anyway, Joker's scary, and they're both pretty good players.
I have returned from my doubles run. Got, not sure if this is game 1 or game 2, but pretty close so far. Kirby, I know I've heard quite a few Joker players say that this matchup is in Kirby's favor. They are coping, but they might be onto something, not gonna lie. Smiley emote. Oh, thank you. I also want an emote. I can take a picture of me doing the hog face. Do you want me to take a picture of that? I'll do any one meme Twitch emote. I'll do the face. Yeah, I agree with the inhale too. Even if you don't take the power, honestly, the inhale itself is so good. No bitch's face. Okay, I'll. Okay, I'll do that. At the end of the day, I'll make sure I have it on your desk. A know it emote. I'll try to get that fishbowl effect too. But back to the game. It's that might be that forward air clipping ToasT jump put him in a position where he had to up air. Yeah, Kirby's moves in general have the I want to say they have that sound effect that Ganon's moves have. Just that big smack. Choosing No, not thwack, smack. Two different sounds, actually. You'd think that they sound similar. So going to Kalos this time, you can get some early up throw cheese. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. You can get some early up throw cheese, but I think this is probably a pretty good counter pick from ToasT here. Gives him plenty of room to gun. And so that playstyle that ToasT was using against skips works against characters like Shoot, where you're just kind of baiting, jumping around. Ooh, I'm just gonna do this right in front of your face. You're gonna whiff. But not only does Kirby kind of favor, a similar type of gameplay where he's going to sit there and want you to kind of approach him and punish you for approaching him correctly, on top of the fact that MTG is just that kind of player. So you kind of have to switch up your game plan. And I think against a player like MTG who's going to sit back, you might actually have to approach him. Because he's not afraid of maybe punishing himself. But you kind of have to abuse the fact that Kirby is not the best character. Your moves will generally beat out his, from time to progress, of course. Walk up guns. Not a very good option, but I wonder if Kirby can duck the guns. I don't know about up close. I think it has a little bit of a bigger hitbox up close, but he might be able to duck the guns. Shielding the AHA. It looks like MTG just has a lot more experience in this matchup than ToasT does. And I know that they play pretty often, but you also have to imagine that I'm sure MTG has played quite a few Jokers, whereas pretty sure this is probably the only Kirby that really any of us here in San Antonio have access to. Ooh, missing the jab block. He spawned immediately out of the platform, even though, of course, optimally, nobody likes doing it. I don't see it enough. But you gotta just wait on the platform. It's not scummy. Yeah, I think they do too. But I think just the way that Joker's hitboxes work, they do play a similar game plan as players, but the way the Joker's hitboxes work, if MTG sits there and crouches, it stuffs out a lot of what ToasT likes to do. I'm not saying that doesn't have counterplay, of course, but I think people really underestimate how powerful sitting still is. And ToasT is kind of used to people falling for his bait and everything. MTG won't. If it's not a good opportunity for him to go in, he'll just reset. And that's a really smart thing to do that a lot of players, I think, kind of forget. And I don't think they forget. I think it's just something that slips your mind. Yeah. Well, kind of unironically, yeah, you do want to be playing zoners in this game. Well, not in this game, but in this matchup against Kirby. Yeah. So maybe if ToasT really committed to specifically just like guns, but I feel like you really don't get too much off of that. So I think this is definitely a matchup where you have to go in, but go in with every mix-up and everything. Don't let Kirby get anything that he's looking for, any of his grabs at low percent, any of his tilts. Because his effective range is really terrible, so you just have to kind of stay out of his bubble, like that. Now he's doing this strategy a little too late, but I don't like, or I don't hate that. This parry the last bullet. Yeah, it's to parry, but. Like, that strategy only even works if he's winning. At this point, I mean, there's 2 minutes left. Again, against timeouts really only work if both people are willing to go to that point. But if that's the case, if both people are willing to say, I'm going to do this for 7 minutes. Chat's going straight. If both people are willing to do that for 7 minutes, then it's kind of like, okay, well, whose character does better at that? And you can't break away from that. ToasT kind of found out how to camp out Kirby a little late, and it worked actually incredibly well. Ended up taking the second game. Now, if he found the strat this time, is he going to be able to maintain it? And then again, MTG is also, again, a very seasoned player, so you can beat around his initial game plan. I know. Who'd you play? Who'd you play? Let's fucking go. Got Joshi upsetting Giddy in winners? Hell yeah. Wait, does that mean that you're the better Croy? Yeah, you are. I'm gonna say that you are. Okay, Gunjoshi. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gunjoshi Nation, dude. Yeah, ToasT, though, again, he figured it out in that last game.
ToasT took a game?
Yeah, he took a game, and he was... Yeah, it's not out of his possibility.
I don't think he's...
Stop, please! No!
Oh, no.
He does lab that, by the way. That is true.
Yeah, from
that
what
is
I've understood.
Yeah, that is completely true. So you just don't want to be there. That, and you know, Kirby's face. Yeah. That's why I don't know if Smashville is a good spot, because there's that whole there's that whole middle of the stage where if you land there,
I know MTG likes it.
Right, but you have to think about, like, okay, well, I like the stage, but they get some cheese if I take them here. So, you know, MTG's not... He has a really high clutch factor. I've seen him come back from, you know, 2 stock deficits. However, it feels like ToasT has kind of figured out the matchup, you know what I mean? And this is a pretty good character against a pretty not-so-good character. So it is possible for you to figure out the matchup. But
I can see MTG cheesing this.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh, but MTG, again, like I think saying before you came in, was that MTG knows that there are ways around his initial game plan, and if he found a way around his initial game plan, he'll start mixing up and then, you know, spreading out his little flowchart tree. So we're gonna have to see if
I don't think Kirby's that bad against him.
it's
just Joker's advantage.
yeah. But Joker's way that he approaches is a lot of like aerial, kind of like up
that
forward.
Was kind of cool. I'm kind of surprised it didn't kill.
It should have. Yeah, but Kirby kind of conveniently happens to exist in a lot of Joker's dead zones. But when he has Arsene, there's no dead zones anymore. Ooh,
I think MTG's thinking you can just kind of like mash like Arsene out.
That's not what you want to be doing. Like when he has it, his.
I think the same thing. It's fine. Like,
You
my
have-
up B like takes out most of your stuff.
You have to camp it out. It has a timing. You know what I mean? Like now, I don't know if Kirby can really effectively do that. It doesn't really have the movement to be able to do that. Good falling there. Not much MTG could have really done in that position.
Yeah,
Unsafe back air. Yeah.
it's the first time ToasT beat him. Good stuff.
ToasT 2-0 over